Hey guys, Chungdha here. In this video, I want to answer the question, what is the best mirrorless full frame camera for vlogging in 2020? Because there's quite a lot of new cameras coming out right now. Also a lot of entry-level full frame mirrorless cameras that are quite nice and small. But yeah, the main question is, what is a good mirrorless camera for vlogging and what should you be looking at those cameras? To find out the best full frame vlog camera, we've chosen 3 cameras from 3 different brands. We have the Nikon Z5, we have the Canon EOS R6 and the Sony A7C. If you wonder why there isn't any Panasonics there, the main reason is because there isn't a Panasonic showroom that is only a camera related. Hong Kong Panasonic room is more about living spaces and living room equipment than camera. And yeah, Panasonic isn't really, or the Lumix line isn't really well promoted in Hong Kong, so I can't really get my hands on the S5 or any of the Panasonic cameras. For me, a good vlog camera must have a selfie screen, of course, to see yourself and to frame yourself, a compact camera body to easily travel with, also a nice wide angle lens so you can easily frame yourself if you want to film with somebody else in frame also, but also have a lightweight compact combination when you have a lens on your camera, so you can have a entire setup that's quickly and easily to store away into your camera bag without it needing to be dismembered. So first, about the selfie screen. So the first camera we're talking about is the Nikon Z5, and I have to say it does not have a selfie screen, even though the Z50 got a flip down screen to see yourself, but the Z5 does not have that. It only tilts it to a certain angle and then it stops. So you need to add an accessory on top of the camera to add a selfie screen, like the Ulanzi or the U-Rig. However, that will make the camera body even bigger. And on the Canon EOS R6 and the Sony A7C, both have a selfie screen, a similar fully articulating flip out screen. And now looking at the camera body sizes, we can see that the Sony A7C is much smaller, less taller and also thinner, making it a much better camera to travel with, but also using less space and also enable to fit in smaller camera bags. On the A7C, we have a single SD card slot, while the Z5 and the R6 both have a double card slot. But when we are looking at the kit lenses of the cameras, we can see that the Nikon has a really nice compact kit lens for the camera that is super small, especially making it really nice for traveling. I've checked the Canon EOS R showroom and I couldn't really find any compact lenses. Even the kit lens is super big. But they do have a ultra wide 15 to 35mm lens, but it also is on the fairly big side. The new Sony compact kit lens, the 28 to 60mm, is very small when not used, and it's similar to the Nikon. You need to manually extend it before using this lens. And it being the widest on 28mm is actually quite tight compared to the 24mm on the other lenses. However, the Sony has something that the other brands don't have, is a third-party option from Samyang, the 18mm f2.8 FE lens, which is also an autofocus lens, so it can actually quickly focus on things for you instead of that you have to focus manually yourself. But also it is a wide angle lens with an f2.8 and it still can get you a nice blurred background like in this shot. Even though there is a compact ultra wide angle lens from Loa that would fit on all 3 brands, however this is a manual focus lens and most people vlogging rather autofocus, so it's much easier to film. Talking about the autofocus, the Canon EOS R6 has a really good autofocus, however you do need to tap the screen to activate it. While the A7C automatically already do IAF tracking without needing to tap the screen. And I didn't test this on the Nikon because I couldn't film the screen while filming myself. Talking about the video quality, the Nikon Z5 in 4K got a 1.7 times crop, while the others has a 4K with the full sensor readout. And the Canon 4K have an upper hand that you can film in 4K 60p, however there is a recording time limit due to the overheating. while the A7C can record 4K up to 30p without having a limit. All three cameras have a log picture profile. However, the Sony has a HLG and something similar on the Canon is the HDR PQ. As there have been a lot of talk about HLG hybrid log gamma, that it gets you more dynamic range, but also it's being easier to grade than compared to standard log. I would say that the A7C is a better choice because of the look of the camera body, because it has the similar design of the A6000 series and not the same design as the A7 series normally. So it makes it also look like a lesser expensive camera, but also looks more like a camera that a tourist would have, or like a person that is not too overly professional, because it have that smaller body and you can use the Samyang 18mm f2.8 on it, making it also smaller, makes it a nice compact setup to bring with you and travel with, but also like without making people think that you have like an overly expensive setup, nor also a overly professional setup where people or like security guards would easily ask you what you're doing. Well, if you're using that camera setup, people would often think that you're just a tourist and just taking selfies or filming a vlog. So without getting too much issues using your camera in public areas. That was my advice. Hope you found this a very interesting video. If you have any questions, please comment below, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button here below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.